This is Top Accolade African News Updates. I am Soy Bifa Jackridge. The National Democratic Congress (NDC) says the use of drones will be aimed at preventing potential irregularities in December's general election, but the Electoral Commission said such a move would contravene security protocols and jeopardize the confidentiality of the voting process. Ghana has a history of closely fought but peaceful elections. December will see a new president elected as Nana Akufo-Addo stepping down after completing his second term in office. The presidential election is expected to be two-horse race between current Vice President Mahamudu Bawumia of the New Patriotic Party (NPP) and the NDC's John Mahama, who has already served as president between 2012 and 2017. He was also the losing candidate in the 2020 election. Mr. Mahama has alleged that plans to rig the vote in favor of the NPP are already in place, but both the Electoral Commission and the governing NPP have denied the allegation. On Monday, a senior NDC official reviewed plans to deploy drones in the region around the capital, Accra, in an effort to enhance election monitoring. Emmanuel Ni Ashimore said the plan was part of the strategy to secure over 2 million votes for the party in the region, which they believe will be crucial in determining the outcome of the poll. He did not give further details about the planned deployment of drones, but stressed the party's commitment to securing all necessary resources for a smooth electoral process. The NDC and the NPP have dominated Ghanaian politics since 1992, and the upcoming presidential vote is expected to be keenly contested. A top civil servant in Kenya's Ministry of Foreign Affairs has said that the planned deployment of police to Haiti is now on hold following the announcement by Haiti's Prime Minister Ariel Henry that he would be stepping down. Courier Singh Oy, Principal Secretary for Foreign Affairs, said without a political administration in Haiti, there was no anchor on which the deployment can rest. Mr. Singhal added that Kenya will wait for the installation of a new constitutional authority before further decisions are made. Last year, Kenya pledged to deploy around 1,000 police officers to Haiti as part of an international force in a bid to combat the gang violence. The deployment had been held up in the court, but earlier this month, it seems as if all the legal hurdles had been cleared. South Africa's electoral body has fired an official it accuses of leaking the electoral candidates list of two major political parties. Investigations found that the employee downloaded the candidates list of several political parties. Sai Mamabolo, the chief electoral officer of the Electoral Commission of South Africa (IEC), told Broadcasting Newsroom Africa on Tuesday. Last Friday, the candidates list of the ruling African National Congress (ANC) and ex-president Jacob Zuma's newly formed party, Umkhonto weZigwe MK, were leaked on social media merely hours after the party submitted them to the IEC. The leaked angered the MK party, which has threatened to take legal action against the electoral body. President Cyril Ramaphosa on Sunday said he was satisfied with IEC's explanation on the leak and has confidence in the IEC's ability to deal with all matters that have to do with elections. Mr. Mamabolo says a forensic analyst is on the way to establish the ex-employee's motive, but maintains that the incident does not undermine IEC's credibility to hold the country's upcoming May elections. Mixed reactions have been trailing the suspension of the much-anticipated student loan scheme introduced by the federal government. Recall that the federal government postponed the launch of the Nigerian student loan scheme indefinitely. The executive secretary of the Nigerian Education Loan Fund, Akintode Sawyer, made this in an interview on Arise Television on Tuesday. Sawyer said the loan scheme was postponed due to some corrections that were being made around the launch. The postponement comes barely 48 hours before the launch. In June 2023, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu signed a bill to start a student loan fund that would give interest-free loans to Nigerians for higher education. The former Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabemilia, proposed the bill, and it was supposed to start between September and October 2023. Meanwhile, Tinubu said the program would begin in January 2024 after missing the October deadline. In January, Minister of State for Education Yusuf Sununu said a meeting that preparations for the program program were finished. This included creating the student loan scheme website and planning how to start the program. President Tinubu also told leaders of the National Association of Nigerian Students the program would start once they added more features like vocational studies. That is the size of top